Yo, what's up, everybody? This is TEKNOBLAST on Technos Gaming. Sorry if I don't sound so energetic today or any kind of like very hypeness, but I'm a little ill here. This past weekend, the wife went out of town, came back, and it turned out that she has COVID. And I think I got it now because of her. So it's not a full on, like, full throttle virus on me. It's just like I feel something in my throat. I feel a little scratchiness. I feel a little lump when I swallow. So it hurts a little bit. So this may not be a long episode because of that. So, but one of my goals for this year was I want to do it consistently every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central. Come out here, whether it's gonna be 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 90 minutes. I want to, continue coming out and do something because this is fun for me. This is fun for me, especially when the chat people come in. They're just, they're all lit up and makes it more fun. And when I have people on the panel, that makes it more fun as well. And so it's just a fun thing to do, getting on this, get on YouTube, do a little weekly thing. I don't want to say a show, but I mean I guess that's what it is. And just have fun with it, and what my channel is, it's Xbox centric and with all other gaming too. But I like Xbox, it's my preferred platform. I got a PlayStation and I got a Switch, but Xbox is where I go and game most of the time. And you can always catch me online at TEKNOBLAST. On Xbox Live, same thing with PlayStation, and and that's it. So, what is going on this week? I was out of town this past weekend. Also, I was in Houston to see my mom, my dad, my sister, my nieces, and take the kids out to Galveston and go to Pleasure Pier, have some fun, have some eats, show them around a little bit instead of just being locked up inside the house all weekend since they had a long weekend last weekend. And decided to take a day off on Monday so we can have some fun. And we did. But because of that, and because of me being sick a little bit, I just haven't been keeping up. But yeah, I've been trying to catch up this week about what's going on with the gaming stuff here. So let's see what we found here. Oh yeah, Persona. So Persona 3 Portable, I believe, and Persona 4 is coming to Game Pass, or is in Game Pass, which is great. I tried Persona 5. I tried my hardest to like it. I spent hours playing. The characters are funny. The characters are outstanding. But the whole reading part of it really threw me off, really turned me off from the game. And it just seemed more longer than it have to be. Or the pace of it just seemed very draggy, and it's just like this is just not for me. I want to like it, I really did, but don't take my opinion of not liking Persona as the basis that all Xbox people hate Persona, don't play JRPGs. I'm not the definition of that. I just happen not to like it because of the way it's it's laid out. You have to do a lot of reading. The pace of it, and just like, oh, so it just wasn't for me. I tried it at least. All right, I gave it a chance, and it's just like I gave up on it. So, but I'm sure there's a lot of fans out there that are playing Persona 5 and now these other two, the Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4. Great for them. And, I'm sure there's a bunch of fans that are on Xbox that have been waiting for those releases to come out on Game Pass of all things on that service. Hey, you can still buy it if you wanted to. It's like you don't have to just depend on Game Pass. If you really like that game, you can buy it. It's your choice, man. So don't make it seem like games going into Game Pass is a bad thing, because it is not. It is not a bad thing. But it yeah, it just things change in the gaming industry. Everybody was all about buying a game at $70 a pop. Now things changed. I used to buy a crap load of movies, DVDs, Blu-ray, 4K. I used to constantly buy something every month. And now with streaming services, I don't buy that many movies anymore. I don't buy that many shows anymore because it's always available somewhere cheaper. And it's not that I'm being cheap. I'm just being more smart with my money. Same thing with the games. Why pay full price sometimes if I know it's going to come out on Game Pass? I'd rather just go there. Sorry about my throat. Got to clear it out a little bit. And so that's good. That's good that Persona's out. A lot of fans are waiting for it. They're excited about it, and I'm sure we're going to hear many great things. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of bad things here. But it looks like somebody got really upset with this post where Atlas, the official Atlas, says play day one with Xbox Game Pass or purchase now on Xbox Series X, S. Can we just say Xbox Series? I don't understand why you have to keep saying X and S. They're the same machine, except the configuration is a bit different. Xbox One and Windows. And then you got this guy named Demi Fiend. What about PlayStation? Where it all started. We know it's on PlayStation. We know it's on other platforms. It needs to be pushed for Xbox because nobody ever thinks about Persona beyond Xbox. Now it is. So it's okay to advertise Xbox and Game Pass. That, hey, these two Persona games are coming onto this platform. It's okay. There's no need to get butthurt with the wording because they didn't include PlayStation. Oh no, it's not the end of the world. You'll still have your game on PlayStation. It's okay. And so, yeah, I found this funny here. So I was like, so people just need to get over it with this whole Xbox and the Game Pass stuff. It's just idiotic. All right, so next thing I got up here is Scalebound. So there's been more rumblings about Scalebound coming back. And, where do I stand on this? I'm indifferent. If it comes back, if it gets, fully funded, it gets support, and it gets developed, fantastic. Great for everybody, especially for Xbox and Xbox fans. We were excited when this first came out. When did they say this? Back in they canceled it back in 2017. So they were talking about this for like 2 years, since 2015 or so. And we're all excited about it because it looked really cool. I mean, it looks pretty sweet. I mean, watching the little clip here, it looks fun. But then out of nowhere, they said, they're going to give it the axe and no more, no good, whatever, decision making, whatever, issues they had with each other, they didn't go with it, and they had to cancel it back in 2017. And ever since then, it's been used as a stupid ammo say, well, Xbox this. It's like, dude, games get canceled all the time. But because it's Xbox, of course, people have to use it as ammo in some idiotic, battle between somebody, one platform over another. So if it comes out, great. Great, fantastic. That gives us another game to look forward to on top of all the other games that are coming out and that are in Game Pass, or games that are not on Game Pass, the ones you have to buy. It's just insane. It's insane in where we are with games because there are so many games out there right now. Whether here's my stance on AAA to indie. Games are games. It doesn't matter if they're AAA, double A, single A, indie, mobile, blah 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 blah. Blah. Games are games. What's up, After Boss? How you doing? Games are games. I enjoy all type of games, and so yeah, I mean, like there's just so much stuff going on with Game Pass. It's just insane. On top of whatever I buy that's not in Game Pass, that's even more insane. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy how we're just bombarded with so many games and somehow still bored. I don't get it. People are still bored. It's like, I got nothing to play. Dude, there's plenty to play. I'm currently playing Dying Light 2, which I bought months ago, and I'm just getting to it. I discovered Ghost Song in Game Pass recently, and I started playing that. And if you haven't played it, check it out. It's really good. It's kind of like a Metroid type game, and it really reminds me of Metroid because you're in this suit with this one character, and you pick up power-ups. You know, you develop your character, level her up, and so on and so forth, and you go back and forth to these different levels. It's just like Metroid. So it's a lot of fun, but it does have that rogue element to it where if you die, you go back to your last save point and you got to go back and pick up whatever your body left behind, except that I guess in the difficulty I'm playing, that if your character dies, it's okay because the only punishment you lose is your currency, the currency you use to upgrade your character. You keep all your weapons, you keep all your upgrades and all that, but you can't go back and pick up your currency that you left behind, and that's it. Another one that I just recently finished is Singulus. If you haven't played that, it's in Game Pass. That one's really good, dude. It's really good. It's a top-down game. It has a element of Dead Space with Resident Evil. So if you're a fan of those two types of games, check it out. Singulus. It's really good. It's not that long of a game. I think it's like a 5-hour game. So if Scalebound comes out, and hey, if it comes out to Game Pass, that's huge news. But of course, like I'm not gonna depend on these articles here. And the only reason I have this up is because, well, this is what we have to go by right now. But my belief is I want to hear it from Microsoft. I want to hear it from Platinum Games. I don't want to hear from anybody else. I don't want to hear from some YouTube guy that says he has the inside scoop when he really doesn't. All these guys are online. They have no inside scoop. Unless they're an official journalist or some sort of industry guy, maybe. But when you got all these guys who are armchair people like myself, right? People like myself, they don't know crap. They don't have no inside information. They don't know anything. It's just crap. What's up, Jay? Just here taking it easy. My voice is not all that great today because if you missed in the beginning, I'm sort of sick with maybe possibly COVID. And it's not because I went out and tried to get it. My wife went out of town and she got it and came back and brought it home. So now I'm sick. But luckily, it just hasn't hit me hard enough where I'm knocked out. It just hit me just enough where it's bothering my throat and when I swallow. So it just kind of has that lumpy feeling in my throat. I could use just like some soup right about now to make it all feel better. What was I getting at? So, like I said, games are games to me, man. It doesn't matter what their budget is. They're all enjoyable at some level. They're all enjoyable, right? So yeah, that's or last week it was at Platinum and Xbox is reviving Scalebound. And like I said, if they do, fantastic. Do it. We all want it. We all wanted it back then. We'll take it now also. And this just adds to my backlog that I have right now. I'm still working on. Well, it's never going to get caught up. I would have to slash some games off my list to kind of catch up with some of the things. Yeah, man, thanks. It's just, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do like a full hour and a half or hour today just because want to lay down and rest up. Like I mentioned earlier, it's like my goal is to keep this going as a weekly thing every Thursday night. With just get it out there because it's fun. It's fun for me to just to talk, yap, and I'm not even a talker. That's the funny thing. Like I am a sort of social butterfly, but I can just kind of sit back and not talk to anybody. But I enjoy doing this, and not because I'm behind a keyboard and I'm thinking Mr. Badass over here. No, I'm not. It's just like it's fun talking about these topics because I don't get to talk to anybody else, about games. Because how some people look at like, oh my god, you're an old guy and you're still playing video games. It's like, dude, just get out of my face before I punch you in the throat. Another thing, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me blow this up. That can blow. So there's been layoffs like crazy, right? Google's laying off, Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon. Everybody's laying off lately. And it just seems everybody's just taking it to the next level what these layoffs mean. Oh, thanks, Poe. Thank you. Always appreciate the feedback, and the feedback is always considered because it just helps me improve. If I'm missing something, if I should do something, I always welcome it. I'm not a pro at this. Okay. I'm using a GoPro camera for my webcam, right? And I don't have any fancy overlays or anything. I'm paying for a service to give you what you see here, to make it look somewhat professional, but it's fun. So getting back to the layoffs, everybody's doom and gloom right now with the layoffs, and they're taking it to the extreme of where everybody's standing. Look, things have changed ever since 2020. There's been layoffs at the beginning of this whole COVID crap. There's been layoffs in the middle of it. And there's there's layoffs even today, as we can see in the news. But people take it to the next level because it's Xbox. It's Microsoft. The $1 trillion company. How can they, how can they lay off so many people? You do realize that 10,000, not that I'm happy about these layoffs. Not that I'm saying, oh, this is, I guess it's hard to put it say it the right way without sounding like a jerk. But these 10,000 person layoff is nothing in the grand scheme of things of how many people they've hired, right? Or how many people they're, it's a little drip of their entire employment staff. Okay. So here's, let's see, there's the, I was gonna say something. Oh, here it is. So here's a good message here, or a post by Apex J TV. When anybody gets laid off, it's bad news. It is bad news. I've been laid off. I've been fired. I've been laid off. It's not a great feeling. But as long as you got a skill set that's valuable and that companies are hiring, and that see that you're a good value, people will hire you. Okay. And I'll tell you, one of the jobs I had here in Dallas, got hired, was there for a couple of years, and out of nowhere, after coming back from lunch, I'm not even kidding, they pulled me in the office, they told me, pack up your stuff and go. Just like that. I can't even get a reason why. And I still don't know why. Even though I talked to some of the people that work there, I'm like, why did I get laid off in the first place? Nobody gave me an answer. So I'm freaking out. I'm scared because I just got a house, right? We got a kid, and I got laid off. So I was scared, and rightfully so. Well, that very same weekend, I got a call, and the following week, I got a job. So I'm not saying these are, these layoffs are like, oh, whatever. No, but they'll be fine. If they have a skill set that's hireable, they're going to get a job. Now, some jobs may not pay as much as Microsoft did. That's just the way things go. You have to take a pay cut every now and then go find another job that pays more. That's just the way things go. So this post says, whenever there's a layoff, it's bad news. I have to keep it real, but Microsoft did hire 40,000 in the last 2 years. 30,000 new hires happened and probably still have their job. Microsoft median is $162,000, so they're doing pretty well. Only 8% of men, 6% of women make that and more in the United States. Yeah, I got the Wii background. People were getting a kick out of the Wii theme song in the background. So think about it. Here's a chart here that shows where, it was kind of up and down in early 2010s. Then there was a huge uptick in 2014, went up a little bit in 2015, and they had to deal with some layoffs in 2016, but then they went up, and they went up in 2018, and up and up and up all the way to 2022. Right? Nobody's considering all these hires from 2010 to 2022, right? Nobody's considering those hires. But once they see that 10,000 getting let go, it's the end of Xbox. It's the end of Microsoft. It's just stupid. It's just stupid to try to pump this up, this 10,000 Microsoft employees that are getting laid off, and try to make it a big deal. It's a big deal to the people who got laid off. Yes, it is, because I've been laid off, right? But in grand scheme of things, how in the position that Microsoft's in, it is nothing. Okay, they'll be fine. Microsoft will be fine. Xbox will, whatever divisions are being affected, which is, I think it was Bethesda, Xbox Game Studios. I think it was a couple other servers. I had a list. I can't find it. But they'll be fine. Everybody will be fine, and I'm sure they will. So people are just blowing this out of proportion for the sake of clicks, for the sake of, bashing on Xbox, bashing on Microsoft. It's just stupid. It's just dumb. But as you can see, the median of their salary is $163,000. Do you really think they're hurting? Right? And I'm sure it all depends where they live. It all depends on their what city and state they live in, because that 162,000 may mean nothing in San Francisco, but here in Texas, 162,000, that's pretty good, right? You can get a good house, a very affordable house here, and it's the size of a mansion. It's like, I don't suggest you do that. I mean, get yourself a decent house, but not a freaking. But 162 is pretty good. What's up, Punty? What's up, man? But yeah, so people are just blowing it. I mean, nobody brings this up. Nobody brings this stat up where they hired 40,000 the last 2 years, but once they let go 10,000, oh no, there's a black cloud over Microsoft. There's a black cloud over Xbox, and that means the whole company is going down. It's not going down. It's okay. They're fine. And then you got my boy SIKSLAYER, where there's this announcement about this Joseph Staten is leaving 343 and rejoining Xbox Publishing, right? So that's another blown out of proportion kind of thing, right? Oh no, this Joseph guy is leaving Xbox. Or 343. It's the end of Halo. It's the end of Halo. Halo has been dead since Killzone was out for the PS. Was it 4, 3? I forgot which one it was. They've been saying Halo is dead ever since then, and somehow Halo's still around. It's still around. Let's see. Punty says they live in mansions though. That's 160 get wiped out. It does get wiped out easy, but that's if you're stupid with your money. That's if you're stupid with your money. I remember when I was making 60 grand when I was single, and 23 at 6. Now at that time, that was a lot of money. I was single, and all I had was an apartment. But being that I was 23, I thought I was big time, and I didn't save money like I should have, and I blew it all the way. So, but yeah. So here comes SIKSLAYER, right? He's like, he's not leaving Xbox. He finished the job they brought him to do, Now he's moving on to the next thing. But of course, folks want to frame it within their narratives. Everyone perceives things how they want, never how it actually is. So this is so true. This is so true. I work on IT, so we have managers coming in and out. We have project managers coming in. So the way I see this is like, this guy came to do a job at 343. He did it. He executed. Mission accomplished. It's time to move on to something else. This is what these people do in these industries. They look for the next project they want to work on because they don't want to sit bored at the same place. And let's not try to take that away and say, or take what I just said. Oh, so you're saying that it's boring to work at Halo? No. Or at 343. What I'm saying is their project they're working on, it's done. There's nothing else for them to do. Right? And now he's like, you know what? I see something else in Xbox Publishing I want to do. And so he just goes over there. That's what people do. That's what people in this industry do. And me working in IT, I've seen this countless times. Right? I've seen this countless times where somebody will come in for a specific job, do what they have to do, and they move on. That doesn't mean my company is going under. That just means he's done what he needed to do and he's moving on to something else. Now, if he stays, great. If he moves on, that's not hurting anybody. So, all right, Punty always got some great questions. I have a question. Do you think the layoffs will affect the release of start date? No, I don't think it is. Just because, I mean, this is my own opinion. Not that I have any inside information, because I don't, and nobody else does either. If the plan is to release it this year, it is done. The game is complete. All they're doing is doing the polishing, waxing it, make it nice and shiny, make it gleamy, make it presentable for the fans and for launch date. That's where they're at right now. Is my opinion. Are they? I don't know, but they could be. So that doesn't mean like, oh no, this is going to affect Starfield's release date, Redfall, or anybody else. No, I mean, majority of the games are already done. If they intend to release it this year, they're done. They're just polishing, cleaning it up, make sure all the bugs and stuff are worked out. And it's not gonna be bug free. That's the thing. People need to accept that these days. We're not back in Nintendo games where you got the game and that's it. You're stuck with whatever you got. You're gonna release it, and it's gonna have its bugs. Because now it's out in the masses and people is going to find stuff. People wander off and do something else in the game. Like, oh, this game it's not broken. It's just a bug they didn't catch. That's the way it is. And so, yeah, there's going to be issues, but I don't think it's going to be game breaking. What we got here? Punty with another question. Will it have no chance of releasing in the first? I don't think so, dude. I think it's going to be second half. Just because of the whole holiday season. I never understood that. I'm not in business, so I don't know, that when's the best time to release a game. But it just seems like any time's a good time, right? Especially before summertime. Before summertime, because, all the kids are going to be home playing. And, the holidays because, as a gift. So... And in March, maybe because of spring break. Some families don't go anywhere and travel. They just stay home. What a kid's going to do? I mean, yeah, they can go outside. That's what we all want as a parent. But, it's, some are staying home and the kids want to play a video game. And Starfield could be a great release in March, right before spring break. And, everybody's spring break is different. So it's pretty much the entire month. It's spring break. So... I would like to see it in March, but I don't think it's going to happen. That's just too early. I think we would have heard. But, the show is coming up soon. The 25th is coming up soon. They say it's going to have Starfield's going to have its own show. So we'll see. Yes, SIKSLAYER, I got your thing because it makes sense. It does make sense here because he's, just like a project manager. He came what he came to do. He did his job. It's 100% complete. It's mission accomplished. There's nothing wrong with moving on to something else. And he's staying within the company. That's the funny thing. He's staying within the company, and people are getting off, been out of shape over. Excuse me. And it's just stupid. People are just dumb. But yeah, like I was saying about the people laying off and how Halo's getting, people are saying Halo's being affected. Oh no. Here's Flint Dog, and he says, in the last 2 days, I've seen nothing but Halo doom and gloom. It never stops. Every year is Halo doom and gloom, which is true. Every year, Halo's doom and gloom. Every year, Halo is dead. Every year, Halo has 0 players. Somehow, it's still here. For a game that nobody plays, it's still here. He continues on. I have muted people that I follow and unfollow people that I thought were reasonable. Every effing year is doom and gloom about Halo. Tired of it. I'm tired of it too. It's tiring. It is tiring to keep the, people keep, sorry man, I told you guys I'm sick, and they keep regurgitating this crap about, how Halo's doom and gloom. It's been doom and gloom since like 360. Somehow they keep releasing games, and somehow it's doom and gloom. It breaks records, it makes money, and somehow it's doom and gloom. It's just stupid. So J-Rock comes in. Of course, J-Rock's always got something to say. It's been doom and gloom since the death of Killzone, which is funny because 343 has put out better FPS product than Guerrilla Games. Remember when Killzone was supposed to be the Halo killer? Do you guys remember when Haze was supposed to be the Halo killer? Who's still around? Which told you guys, man, that sickness, whatever, man, it sucks. So who's still around? I'm telling you, Killzone is dead. Haze only made it with 1 game, right? And it's funny how Halo is always doom and gloom. It's always a dead game. So it's just hilarious. But let's continue on. So that was what J-Rock says. Then we go back to Flint Dog. He had something. Bro, every month, Halo, and it's from Xbox Centric dude they claim to be. Of course, you got those, how legal says it, the double agents. And all of them have YouTube channels, and they need content. Tired of them. I'm done with them. I muted and I blocked those mofos for this stupid shite. It's true. You get all these, you get a lot of people on YouTube because there's really not much to say, and they need something. And what's the best content? It's to crap on Xbox. That's always the best content, right? Someone like myself, who's like, I don't talk about that stuff really. It doesn't get any traction because people don't like drama. I mean, people love drama. I like drama, but I'm not constantly like people I see on Twitter all the time. It's just insane. I like to talk about games and how fun they are and what am I playing and what I suggest. And hopefully people, will pick up on what I suggest on some of these games. You can on Game Pass. If you don't, fine. I mean, I'm not going to get hurt. But yeah, it's just, I understand what Flint Dog is saying here. People are just, it's doom and gloom for Halo the whole time. All right, what do we got? Let me catch up with some of these things here. Poe says, yeah, the doom and gloom and doom and threats of this is better be the year. So entitled, but yeah, it's just insane. Poe continues, I've long given up waiting for games. There's so much. There is, dude. Poe, you're right. There is. And I know because I got my list of games that I'm trying to play. I got my backlog. I bought Dying Light back in the summer when it was $30. I just started playing it last couple weeks ago. Yes, I got the Rona, man. It's just insane. It's insane. And, you got the games that are not in Game Pass. Then you got the games that are in Game Pass. And it's crazy. It's crazy how my things just keep stacking up. SIKSLAYER is laughing at Haze and Killzone because it's laughable. it's very laughable that you got doom and gloom people about Halo when they have nothing. They don't have their own FPS game. And when I say them, we need, PlayStation. They don't have, think about that. They do not have their own in-house first-person shooter game. They don't. They had 2 games and it failed. And somehow Halo is a failure. It's dead. Bunty. Yeah, I play less games in the summer. I usually outside between June and August. Up in Canada, when it snowed, we game hard. I thought you were gonna go skiing. You told me you're gonna go snowboarding or something. What happened with that? You're supposed to be outside, man. SIKSLAYER again with anything that claims that title instantly fails. Yeah, it's only yeah. Yes, Punty. Earlier I mentioned that wife went out of town last weekend, and then Tuesday she announces that, hey, I got coronavirus. I'm like, oh crap. Not even a few hours later, I started feeling something in my throat. It's like, you got to be kidding! Like right after she said it, a few hours later, my throat started feeling funny, and I've been feeling that way since Tuesday or so. And so yeah, it's not a great time. Look, I'm not beat down energy wise. I'm not hurting. It's just my throat is starting to irritate me, and I feel a lump anytime I swallow. So that's not cool. People are loud, but don't be surprised get tired of that crap. Yeah, it gets tiring after a while, Poe. It gets tired around. It's just like, let's just move on and play something. I mean, is that the only game that you're waiting for this entire time? No, there's plenty to play. And like I mentioned earlier, it doesn't have to be a AAA game. To me, all those AAA tags are just meaningless to me. I play all sorts of games. Oh, you got the Rona. Yeah, I think so. But not as hard. Not as hard as the wife did, and not as hard as the first time I got it. So yeah, I've had Marvel Midnight since early December to even play. See, that's the thing. That's the problem with buying games early, man, or day one, because like you don't get to them. I don't like doing that. You're right. I've blocked people on Twitter who spew nothing but negative. Yeah, it's just insane. Like, that's what you got to do. It's like Punty says, you're right, but it takes a big company to take criticism. Other companies can't take criticism and get crapped on, like Microsoft and Xbox. Yeah, those faces don't show up well on my side. No, it's the same thing. I doubled up here. Yeah, it's just crazy. And then see what we got here. We got Benji Sales saying 343 via the Jason Schreier guy from Bloomberg. Halo been hit hard by today. So this is where it all started. Where Jason Schreier, I can't even say his last name, comes up and says 343 Industries, the makers of Halo, had been hit hard by today's Microsoft layoff. It appeared that the single-player team had been mostly heavily impacted, and Joe Staten has left. And what he's excluding here with this Joe guy is that he took another job in Xbox publishing to join. Or no, he did. Okay, see, so he did put that in there. So I don't know how people are taking this as a negative, right? And how the single player is a negative, because the single player is done. The single player portion is done. So you don't need a full-on team for that. You need a skeleton crew just to work out some of the bugs, and that's pretty much it. Everything else has to be multiplayer. So, but of course, that doesn't make the headlines. What makes the headlines is the doom and gloom. Microsoft is laying off. That means Halo is dead. It's just dumb. There's SIKSLAYER again. So, let's see what I got here. All right, let's go back to some nice stuff, man. We enjoy gaming, right? Stalker. I had a good tweet too. Let me see if I can find it, because it's the developers themselves who put something out there. I think I have it. Here they are. Okay. It's been almost this is from the Stalker official. It's been almost a year since the full-scale war became a condition of our developing process. About the insights at a challenging time. There's a Wired article. I haven't had a chance to read it, but they're still developing the game. They're in Ukraine, and they're still developing the game. How insane is that? And so here's some screenshots. Here's one of them, and it looks awesome. I can't wait to play this. Right, here's another one. The environment just looks insane. Yes, Poe, it looks awesome. It looks insanely good. I cannot wait for this to come out. Hope it comes out this year. But ever since the whole war thing, it's understandable that it may not come out anytime soon, right? And if some of you didn't know, Sick and I were on, we had a show a couple weeks ago, and the developer announced that one of their team members was killed defending his country. So I think it was 2 people. I think 2 of their team members who have died already within the war, while they're fighting in the war. So man, Punty, I hope so, but this is a situation where you really want it to come out, but at the same time, it's like, if it doesn't come out, there's nobody can be upset. Nobody can be mad because of the situation that's happening out there. But like Poe says here right now, the dev said it's coming out this year. But you know what? not to sound like a jerk, but a lot of devs say that. And sometimes they just don't go through with their word. But here again, it's a different situation. They're in a war, an actual war, not a video game war. They're in actual war, trying to, defend their country from the bad guys. And you don't get a respawn. You don't get to go back to your save point. Once something bad happens to you, then that's it, man. So this is where you want it to come out. The developer says it's coming out. You rely on their word, and if they don't make it, if they don't release it this year, there's not much we can say. There isn't. So Post says, yeah, I'm not expecting anything. They have so much. Yeah, they have so much to worry about. Like their lives. You seen some of the pictures? I don't have it here, where they're working out of some bunker or out of some kind of garage or something. They're just like laid down on the floor on boxes and stuff. It's insane. That's sad. From coding a game to getting killed with real guns. That's sad. Life is crap. It's just not. And of course you got guys out there. People are just like, oh, so Xbox loses another game. This is where we are with the other community, where Xbox is supposed to get this game called Stalker 2. It looks insane. It just looks beautiful. But now the war came out, and they announced it's going to be delayed because of the war. And of course, who comes out to give a little body blow, a little jab, a cheap one at that, and say, oh, Xbox doesn't have a game now. Really? They had to go there, right? And so, but they make themselves look like more idiots than anything else, just because we all aware of what's going on over there. And, we can't rush them. They'll get it out when they get it out. Look, dude, look how awesome that looks. It looks insanely good. Yeah. What? This is what I hope. I was playing a Stalker game. Maybe I was playing different. Maybe I got the games mixed up. I was playing one game, and I think it was a Stalker release. I forgot which one it was. And maybe I gave my games mixed up. But it seemed more of a survival type game where you send out your scout, he does a job, you do your own job, you come back, you get your materials all collected, and you survive, and then you move on. I didn't like it. I never really liked those type of games. And I quit playing it. I forgot which one it was, man. Maybe I'm getting two games mixed up. God dang throat, I swear. Sorry. And but this looks insane, man. I can't wait to play this. And like this said, it's coming to Game Pass. So I guess it's a good move for them, because you don't know how it's going to be received on Xbox. While we're all excited about it, we don't represent the entire fan base of Xbox. And there's a lot of people that don't know that this game is even coming out. They don't even know if it exists. They're waiting for, the general public will depend on marketing for them to be aware of a game like this, right? They're not hanging out on Twitter. They're not hanging out on YouTube. It's like, oh, when's the next game coming out? They're not. They're just general public are stuck on their TikToks and their Snapchats and Instagrams, and they don't know that a game like this is coming out. They don't understand that the game like this is being developed by a team who's in the actual war right now. So it's a good move that they're going to Game Pass, because then they'll know what their level of reception is going to be. And I hope it's a good one. I hope it's a good one, because it looks insane. Even the videos they show. Let's see. Punty goes, it's a shame, because I remember back in college days, Russians were always the best hackers in code. And I think they still are, man. Because what else are you going to do over there in that cold country there? What else are you going to do, man? I'm not even kidding. I mean, I wish I knew how to code and be like these hackers or whatever they do. Because, oh my God, they can do a lot of stuff, man. And I don't have that skill set. I'm in IT, but I don't do that. Stalker 2 looks good, but have you seen gameplay from Atomic Heart? Dude, Atomic Heart looks insane. It does. Let's look it up here on the YouTube. Because it does looks... We talked about this last time, remember? It looks insanely good. I'll put this in the pop-up bigger. Oh, crap. I forgot my speakers were still on. But no, yes, it looks good. And you know what? Whether I wasn't paying attention or what, but man, it wasn't until later I realized it's coming to Game Pass. And like, there you go, another game. Looks insane. I think both games are coming to Game Pass. Game is from Ukraine and Atomic Heart from Russia. There you go. Oh yeah, they're both coming to Game Pass. It's already been announced. It's already set that they're both coming to Game Pass. So yeah, it's insane. Looks good. So, but let's see, what else do I have? I think that's all I have, guys. I haven't had much. This was a solo show, and like I said, I want to do something every week. Even though I feel like crap today because of the COVID, I want to do something just to keep it consistent and not make it seem like I forgot. I hate doing that. Last year I was just sporadic. I just kind of went, and then I found that Thursday was my best day to go at 7 p.m. Central Time to go live, do whatever I'm doing like I am now, talking to you guys, which is always fun. You guys make it more fun when you guys interact with me, and then have people come as well to join on the panel. Like I usually have SIKSLAYER and the Realist. Sometimes Legal jumps on, but usually he wants to save his stuff for his show, which is fine. But anybody, you guys in the chat, you guys want to come on, reach out on DM on Twitter, man. Let's do it. I like to have somebody on here. I think I did pretty good, almost 50 minutes by myself, which I really don't do. I really don't do this by myself because I run out of things to say. But if I have somebody here with me, then we'll go on for like a full 90 minutes to 2 hours. 2 hours is a little pushing it. 90 minutes is like a nice sweet spot for me. So, but yeah, this is coming out. Hey, Sony fans are getting Forsaken soon, right? Isn't it coming out soon or next week or so? So hopefully that will chill them out. That will keep them busy for at least a day, right? And they'll and then they come back and attacking the Xbox and all the Xbox fans. That's just the way it goes, right? Fonte's like, no, people think everyone 19 knows. Yeah, no, I get that all the time. It's like, hey, do you know how to do this? I was like, no, that's not the type of IT guy I am. You know, there's certain things I do know, but there's other things I don't know. So, yeah, you did pretty good. Oh, thank you. Yes, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I was like, I knew I was not gonna do the whole 90 minutes today just because of my throat. And I gotta take care of the kids too because the wife is downstairs in bed trying to stay away from everybody else. Luckily, the kids are good, and I got my mask. Usually, I walk around. Kind of makes me look like when I have my hair all crazy. Kind of have that Winter Soldier look, but the fat version though, and the fat version of Winter Soldier. And it's like, man, that'd be kind of cool to have like that metal arm, man. As long as it doesn't fall off, I'm good. But you guys, if you want to jump on with me one day on the panel, let me know. Shoot me a DM on Twitter, and we'll talk about it and we'll get it going. You know, when we start, or I start, is Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central. And if I don't do it, then, you know, it's just, I'll make an announcement that I won't have anything. So this is the Fat Winter Soldier. And you guys were great. You guys were fun. And we'll do this again next week, next Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Dude, seriously, that does make a difference. Okay, I know it sounds corny. I know it's people tired of hearing it because I'm the same way. When I watch people's videos and they say, hey guys, you know, I really appreciate it if you guys would comment, like, and subscribe. You know, smash that like button, smash this, hit the little bell. They're not kidding. They're not kidding. It does make a difference. It does help the channel tremendously because it gives more exposure. But it does sound corny. I admit it. It sounds stupid. It sounds corny. Comment, like, and subscribe, guys. Remember to smash that like button. But because it helps. It helps. It really does. And then once February 1st. Oh yeah. So here's the thing. Do any of you guys want this? Does anybody want this? Because I'm tired of seeing this on my desk. I was gonna do a giveaway, but I don't think I had that many people in this. This is a skin pack for Warzone. If you want any, let me know. The first person that responds, I'll DM you the code. I don't use it. Dang it. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought just because of this damn thing. Man, we gamers, nothing sounds corny to gamers. Yeah, it doesn't. I know. We're all corny in general. So yeah. Going back to the whole comment, like, and subscribe. Yeah, it does. It really does. I look at my analytics, where my channel kind of stands, and all those smash those likes and smash those subscribe. You know, it helps. Also, at the beginning of February, or once we get past February 1st, I will start putting more shorts. If you guys haven't seen my shorts, not my shorts, I'm talking about my video short. I think you guys will get a kick out of it. I'll try to make some more after February 1st because the policy has changed with YouTube, and now we get to kind of get compensated for those. I've been kind of laying low with the shorts. People like them. I hate doing them. I'll tell you right now. But it helps the channel too. So sliding through with the Drain G4. So yeah, there's some shorts out there. But there's some video game shorts. Those you could ignore. But there's some ones that I've made, and I think you guys will like it. And they're only 1 minute short, so it's all about those ADD people, right? Or ADHD or whatever. It's for them. Anyways, I'm gonna get some medicine and go rest up, get another drink, and then go to bed. All right, guys. Good night. Have fun. Game on. And see you guys next week. Bye.